Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today we will present about our presentation for class ITT633, which is wide network. Okay, so for the first presenter is here Muhammad Aidil bin Encik Muhammad Datar. For the second presenter is I, so Muhammad Aidil bin Ahmad Jafri, and the last presenter is Azmin bin Bakar. Okay. Okay, now I will pass this present to the first presenter, which is Muhammad Aidil.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. This is our network topology for our project and our OSPF configuration. So for the first one, I will ask for Azmi to open network automation. Now we will be configure the IP address, and we need to check the IPv4 address of the network automation that has been connected to the internet. So Azmin, you have to type ifconfig if. Okay, so that's our IP address that has been set 192.198.122.1.4. So that's our IP address. And next, we will try to see if the network automation have the internet connection to the Google or not. So Azmin, type ping google.com. So as we can see, it has a network connection. So next, we will open PC1. So PC1, we will check the IP address for PC1. So Azmin, please type show IP. Okay, that's our IP address. So next, PC2. Same thing is show IP. Okay, next is there's only 2 PC, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's all for our PC. After that, we will need to set we will see the IP address for each interface that have been connected into of our router. So Azmi, please open R1.
This is R1.
So R1, we will see the IP address. Okay, Azmi will be open show run. So we the highlighted interface is the IP address that we have been configured. So next is router 2. So that is our IP address for router 2, and next is lastly for router 3. Okay, so that's this for the router 3. So that's all from me, configure IP address. Now I will pass to Aris to configure the SSH command.
Okay, so now I will present about the Ansible SSH command. So first of all, we need to go to the network automation. Okay, then we need to type the command nano myhost to enter this. Okay, here is the configuration, which is we need to put the router that we need to access the SSH from our topology. The router that we will need is only one, which is the R1. Okay, let's exit this first, save it. Okay, second, we need to configure the host file in the network automation with the IPv4. So by using the command nano/etc/host, enter. Okay, here is the information about our host. Okay, for our host we only have one, which is the R1 with their IPv4 address. Okay, save. Okay, next is using the command cat ansible.config. Okay, by using the command, here is our configuration to make sure that the Ansible is connected to the host, so that it will display the command, it will access the SSH. Okay, next is to configure the SSH in the router 1. Okay, first of all, enter the router 1, then same using the command show run. Okay, then we need to check the configuration. In our configuration, there is we have configured the password for Cisco. We use class VTY 024 and ETCIA, and also the logging, and also for the IP domain, which is the domain is netautomation.com. Okay, now I will pass to the next presenter, which is Azmi.
Okay, for the OSPF process, we need to create our OSPF 10 that we have created before. Now I'm going to show you the process of the OSPF that happened in the router 1 by showing the show OSPF enable. I'm sorry, show IPOS enable. Okay, this is for the R1 because the neighbor, which is the I'm sorry, this is for the router 2, and the neighbor for the router 2, which is 1.1.1 and 3.3.3.3. This means this is the router 1, and this is for the router 3. And for the R1, if I put the show IP OSPF neighbor, it will display the router 2 that has router ID 2.2.2.2 and router 3, which is 3.3.3 and .3. Same goes to the router 3. Put the same command, which is it will display the router 1 ID and the router 2 ID. This means the OSPF process has been run inside all of the 3 routers that has been configured. Now we're gonna show how the automated that has been run in our topology by using the SSH Cisco, which is the username, at the which router that we want to SSH, which is the router 1. And I enter the command. It will ask me for the password, and I enter the password, which is the Cisco that has been set earlier. It will go to the router 1 configuration that I can prompt the router 1 to show IP OSPF neighbor. Okay, that have been entered earlier, which is show IP OSPF neighbor. It will display the same information if we prompt it at the router 1. Otherwise, we'll prompt it using the SSH at network automation. Now we exit. As for the connection of the all topology, I will try to ping to the PC2. I'm sorry, this is mean the PC2, and this is mean the PC1, and this the PC2. For the PC1 to ping the PC2, we will test the connectivity, which is 1 and 2, 168.2.10. Okay, this means the topology connection has been connected to each other, and we will test the vice versa. Also, the PC2 can get through to the PC1 by the ping connection. Now I'm gonna try with SSH at router 1 and try to ping the PC2, which is it will cross the all of the routers all of the routers and the interface. That means I using the network automation and I SSH into the router 1 and I try to ping the PC2. Okay, success rate is 100%. It means it was successful. So the topology of our the connection of our topology is successful and no errors. And I think that's all from me. And for the conclusion, which is we have been done all of the problem statement, which is our problem statement is the data has not been modified in transit between two routers and fail to see the routes in the routing table. And lastly, which is high bandwidth can reduce high network traffic, can reduce bandwidth, causing a sluggish connection. This means we only solve our problem statement. As for our topology, I think all of the connection has been established and our SSH of the Ansible also has been established to the router 1 and the OSPF process also has been done and can be shown in the network automation by using SSH at router 1. I think that's all from us. Thank you and Assalamualaikum.
Okay, thank you.
Berapa minit?
Tak, aku